A pleasant day to each and everyone. I am Almar Salazar Angado together with my groupmates Vaikrin Akbate and Henry Uy, and together we will going to discuss our topic entitled A History of Global Politics Creating an International Order.
With the following subtopics: the attributes of today's global system, the interstate system, and internationalism. So I know that you are all ready, so let's get started. The world is composed of many countries or states, all of them having different forms of governments. So ibig sabihin, every country has these various forms of governments, no? For example, the democratic countries, no, in which the government is being ruled on the people, no, by participating with their decision making. Such means of both things. And monarchical government in which national power is invested in one person or family. Now, so those are some examples of some forms of governments in every countries. As the world moves on with the tick of time, interactions and diplomacy all around the world is expected to persist in order to build an international system. So in order to establish a unite relationships and a strong camaraderie, yung pagkakaibigan among other states or countries, interactions, peaceful relationships, and also yung negotiations must continue and become stronger. Scholars study and explore the deepening relations between states. This is called internationalization. So example, ay ang relasyon ng Pilipinas at ng Japan, relasyon ng Pilipinas at ng China, relasyon ng Pilipinas at ng Amerika. That is called international relations. And also take note that internationalization does not equal globalization. It means, kasi when we talk about international, yung kanilang relation or relationship, it is just between us, between US, US and the Philippines. For example, it cannot be called globalized relation kasi di naman kasali yung ibang bansa rito. Moving on, so let us now proceed to the attributes of today's global system. Ano nga ba yung mga katangian ng ating global system sa mga panahong ito? So as you can see in your screen, we have 4 attributes, the 4 key attributes of today's politics. Number 1 is independent and self-governing countries or states, It means there are countries, and governments wherein pinapamahalaan nila ang kanilang sarili. They rule themselves, Therefore, they are independent. Walang nakikialam sa kung anong government ang meron sa kanila at sa pamumuno nila. The way they handle or the way they ruled their countries ay walang nakikialam kasi independent sila. Okay? Number 2, these countries interact with each other through diplomacy. Ang isang bansa ay nakikipag-negotiate, and communicate o nakikipagkaibigan sa ibang bansa to build a strong relationship and also to enhance camaraderie. Katulad ng Pilipinas sa Amerika, through diplomacy. When we talk about diplomacy, ito yung pagkakaibigan o pagkakasundo ng dalawa o higit pang mga bansa. Number 3, presence of international organizations such as United Nations or UN. It means may mga organization tayong namamahala na kung saan isa itong grupo ng bansa na namamahala sa interaction and relationship ng bawat nation or bansa. This is also to enhance and maintain the strong relationships among countries and to avoid conflicts o yung mga hindi pagkakaintindihan or hindi pagkakaunawaan. Number 4, international organizations also take lives of their own. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin yan? The concern kasi, even though, for example, itong United Nations, responsibility niya ang mamahala sa mga relasyon ng mga bansa, nakasapi nito. However, other than that, it is also gives way to a set of new groups, May nagagawang mga bagong grupo dahil sa mga organization tulad ng United Nations. Example ay ang World Health Organization na ngayon ay namamahala sa patuloy pa rin at nag-check ng mga issues ng COVID-19 and other health-related concerns. May panganak ang WHO or yung World Health Organization dahil sa United Nations. Ito, I have a question for everyone. What do you think is the difference between a nation and a state? Ano nga ba ang pinagkaiba ng isang nasyon at ng isang estado? Nation-state is composed of two non-interchangeable terms. The nation o ang isang bansa ay may dalawang katangian na hindi pwedeng ipagpalit or magkapalitan. Number one is that not all states are nations and not all nations are states. Hindi lahat ng estado ay nasyon at hindi lahat ng nasyon ay may ikokonsidera na estado. Bakit nga ba? So let us now look at the difference between nation and a state. Kasi when we talk about state, it refers to a country and its government. It has citizens, authority, government, and sovereignty. Para maituring na isang ganap na estado o state ang isang komunidad, kinakailangan na mayroon itong mamamayan, soberanya o leader, teritoryo at pamahalaan. Kapag kinulang ito ng kahit isa lamang sa mga nabanggit, ay hindi na ito matatawag na estado or state. On the other hand, nation is an imagined community that does not go beyond a boundary, according to Benedict Anderson. On the other hand, when we talk about nation naman, it talks about a group of people na may kultural na pagkakatulad. Maaaring ituring ang isang nasyon o ang grupo ng taong may pagkakatulad na customs o belief, wika, relihiyon, at iba pa.
And have a pleasant day to each and everyone. Before I proceed, I just want to introduce myself first. I am by Quindi Ahmad, one of the reporter from Group 3. And now we will discuss about the Interstate System. So without further ado, let's get started. The Interstate System, a system of competing and allying states. So this explains the effort of the different countries to have cooperation and collaboration. So from the word itself, interstate. When we say interstate, it is the relation of each state. When we say inter, it has something to do with the relationship with each other. So it is between among the nation na may kanya-kanyang kapangyarihan yung mga bansa. May powerful countries at may hindi powerful. So minsan magkasundo yung bansa or minsan hindi. So doon sa puntong yun nagkakaroon ng war. So how the states became sovereign? Ibig sabihin, kailan natin masasabi na ang isang estado ay malaya at may kalayaan? So let us know first the history of interstate system. The Treaty of Westphalia, a set of agreements signed in October 24, 1648 to end the 30 Years' War between the major continental powers in Europe after a brutal religious war between Catholics and Protestants. So nagsimula ang treaty na pagkakasundo ng mga bansa. Dati pa kasi sa kasaysayan is hindi nagkakasundo or nagkakaunawaan ang mga bansa dahil nga sa religious war. So ang mga Katoliko at mga kumukontra sa Katoliko na tinatawag nating mga Protestants. So this agreement, that is 30 Years' War, and because of this treaty, designed by Holy Roman Empire, Spain, France, Sweden, and the Dutch Republic. So that treaty is called the Treaty of Westphalia. So ito ay nilahukan ng mga iba't ibang bansa. So dito nagsimula ang global interstate. So ibig sabihin, nagkakasundo ang mga bansa na iwasan at tigilan na ang digmaan. So nagsimula ito sa Treaty of Westphalia hanggang sa kasalukuyan. So we have a treaty on organization of the United Nations. Let us proceed to Napoleon Bonaparte, also known as Napoleon I, a French military leader and emperor. who controlled much of Europe in the early 19th century, spread the principles of French Revolution, liberty, equality, and fraternity, challenged the power of the kings, nobility, and religion in Europe. So because of this, during this time, the most powerful institution is the church. Again, I'll repeat, in the 18th to 19th century, ang pinakamakapangyarihang institution ay ang simbahan. Implemented the Napoleonic Code that forbade birth privileges, encouraged freedom and religion, and established meritocracy in government service. It shocked the European monarchies and hereditary elite. Battle of Waterloo, 1815, Anglo and Prussian armies defeated Napoleon, created the Concert of Europe. Dahil natalo nga si Napoleon, ay nagkaroon ng mga alliance. Kabilang na din dito yung pinagsimula ng tinatawag nating Global Interstate System. We have Concert of Europe, alliance between United Kingdom, Austria, Prussia, and Russia, aimed to prevent another war. So bakit nagkakaroon ng Global Interstate System before? So ang pangunahing dahilan ay upang mapigilan ang mga digmaan. Ngayon magkakaroon ng Global Interstate System para magkaroon ng mabuting ugnayan ng mga bansa pagdating sa pakikipagkalakalan or trade. So let's have the Global Interstate System today. That was before. Ano nga ba ang dahilan ng pagkakaroon ng Global Interstate System before? So that is because they wanted to stop the war, the conflict of different countries that was also happened during the end of Second World War. So nagkaroon ng United Nations, so nabuo ang United Nations dahil ito sa pagtatapos ng World War II, na gusto din natin na maiwasan muli. So maaaring ito ang dahilan kung bakit kailangan nating makipag-ugnayan sa ibang bansa. So halimbawa na lang is yung pangyayari before sa bansang Russia at Ukraine, na maaaring udlot na dapat talaga ay maiwasan natin ang isa pang pandaigdig or digmaan. Yun lang po at maraming salamat.
Good day, I am Henry S. Uy from BS Psychology 2A. In this video, I will be discussing the internationalism. Internationalism is globalization, which means connecting with people all around the world. In other words, internationalism is a political principle that advocates greater political or economic cooperation among states and nations. So, internationalism is cooperating and connecting globally. There are types of internationalism that are: number 1, hegemonic, 2, liberal, 3, revolutionary. Let's talk about first hegemonic. Hegemonic internationalism is the theory that the world is being integrated based on unequal terms with the dominance of one nation or nation-state over others. For instance, the total British Empire in 1897.
Second, liberal. Liberal internationalism is an approach based on the belief that through greater interaction and cooperation, nations and nation-states can achieve common goals, especially peace and prosperity. It has the potential to increase world GDP through increased trade and bring poor nation-states up from the basements of the global economy by including them in the worldly cooperations. Okay, so let's move on with the third type, revolutionary internationalism. Revolutionary internationalism is a belief that conflicts within societies are determined by international factors and alliances. For example, the protectors and supporters of Vietnam War in America. There are several motives behind internationalism that are self-determination, humanitarianism, peace and security, and economic stability. Let's study them one by one. To start with, let's understand what self-determination is. So, Basically, self-determination is the ability and desire to fulfill its people's economic, social, cultural, and political needs so that the nation can continue to exist and grow. For instance, the United States involvement in the Middle East. Now let's get started with the second motive, that is humanitarian or global citizenship. This motive is a belief that everyone must help others in need no matter the situation, aspects, or persons pleading for assistance. This motive seems to be relevant in today's pandemic situation, where countries are helping each other with the vaccine, equipment, and medicine. Because of this motive and insistence of internationalism, it has become easy to fight coronavirus. Motive of peace and security is just self-explanatory, that having good relations with the countries will keep a calm atmosphere at the border and peace among the country, and it's just the same with economic stability, as maintaining relations with other countries will open the door for international trade and culminates leading to rise in GDP and opportunities. To summarize what is internationalism is that internationalism is the principle that everybody works together and accepts global responsibilities towards any challenge that faces the world. This doctrine should be pursued to a great extent because it benefits nations and states by bringing them together and makes them more connected. That's all. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a lot in this video.